Hello, hello, everyone. I'll wait a little bit to see who gets on with me tonight. I've had a great day today. I hope all of you have. All right, let's see who's going to get on with me tonight. Monday night, 8 Eastern. All right, let's see who jumps on. All right, I am waiting. I don't see anybody yet. Give me some hearts. I don't see anything. I know you're there. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Hi. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Brandy. Good to see you. I'm loving this. Welcome, welcome. Oh, look at the hearts. There they are. It just took a little while. How's everybody feeling tonight? It's Monday, 8 Eastern. We had such a great day today. You know, I wanted to come on, and I want to do this every week. I just think we need to get together and chat about what's going on in our lives. And a lot of times I'm asked, how did you manage to work a business and raise a family? And we just had a great Zoom on this not too long ago. And I just wanted to come at you again. This question popped up. So I thought, hey, can we really have it all? All right, if you want it all, give me a thumbs up. If you want it all, the best of what life has to offer, give me a thumbs up. Yes, I want it too, Brandy. Yes, I learned this over many, many years of working hard to bring our family the life that they deserve, and the life that I chose. So, hey, we're going to get started. You know what? I've got about 5 great tips, and they're really, really simple. So I want to really give these to you so that you can. Hey, Claire, welcome. Great to have you on. So that, you know, hopefully it'll make your life a little bit easier. You know, as moms, and now I'm a Mimi, getting ready to have, our daughter Kay is getting ready to have her second baby. I want to really be able to be there for them, and I get to know this little one so well. So, hey, Ratha, I hope I said your name right. Welcome, welcome. All right, so number one, how can we have it all? What are 5 easy tips? And I want to make them really easy because we don't need anything hard. Hey, Pam Sowder, I just talked about you. Your baby's due, and she's 37 weeks. 37 weeks, so not long. All right, first of all, you know what? We've got to decide what we want. What do we want? What do you want in your life? And I think we don't do this enough. We just don't sit down and have a conversation with ourselves. So what I highly recommend is you get comfortable, get in a chair, the atmosphere that you feel that gives you some peace and some quiet. You want to definitely do this at quiet time. So you might have to get up early in the morning or stay up a little bit late tonight to find that quiet time. So get quiet and decide, what do I really want? And I had to do this because, you know, early on in my career, I have a habit of doing this, not wanting to face the truth. And I would hear from Big Daddy. We've been together, as you all know, 40-some years. And I would hear from him, you're on the phone all the time. I never see you. You're always working, or you're on the computer. And this is way back in the day before with cell phones. I can't imagine what I would be like today, because I love to work. I love family, and I love to work. So I just would deny it. And finally, one day, he had just about had it with me. It was 7:30 in the morning, and I was already on the phone. I was talking to somebody. The kids had just taken off. And so he just pounded his fist on the breakfast table and said, you're just always on the phone. You don't even love me anymore, and blah, blah, blah. And I know some of you have heard that before, and they just kind of blow a gasket, and that's what he did. And I had to take a deep breath and really sit there and look at him and admit it. I had to admit, you know what? you're right, I'm on the phone all the time, but I'm doing this for us. This is something I'm working for us, not just for me. I'm working to change our family and the dynamics of our family and the income of our family, and really help our family be able to have the things that we deserve and be able to have a great future for our kids. And so once I really gave him the reason as to why I was doing the business and what I wanted out of my business and my life and my marriage and the kids, I wanted to have it all. And so then I had to really dig deep. Okay, so what does that mean for you, Pam? And so I got really quiet. I got a journal out. It could be a notebook. It could be your note on your phone. And I wrote it out. I wrote it out. And I remember that day. I talk about this day that I created from the very beginning. How did I want that day to play out? And I wrote it all out as though that day was already taking place. And every day I got up and I lived in that day. I created that day from the moment that I got up. I knew what I needed to do. I wanted that leisure morning with the kids, be able to get them off to school. And not every day was magical. So, you know, kids get sick. Things happen. It snows and you can't get out. You can't go have the meetings that you wanted to have. And so, number one, decide what you want. Get quiet. Get very still. Write it out. And I recommend you do it as though you've created the life that you want and live in that life day in and day out. And at first, it's not going to be that, but you're creating it. Or you're just going to get another day like you had today, or another day like you had yesterday. And if it's not the day that you wanted, then you've got to decide what that day is, and then you're going to stick to that. So number one is decide. Number two, tell your family. You know, sit down like I did with Dave. Sit down with your family. Have a full-on conversation. If this is your boyfriend, have it with him. If your best friend is there and you really just need to tell them because they're saying you're not around anymore, you don't go out anymore. We've got a lot of young girls in this, girls that are still in college or right out of college, and I know that there's a lot of people coming at you, want you to have playtime all the time. So tell everybody around you what that decision is. You don't have to say, I'm going to make $1 million, because they're not going to believe that. But you can say, I have made a decision, even though I believe it and I know you can't. Just tell them, I've made a decision that this is what I want, and I'm going to go after it. And once you do that and you put it all out there, things start to happen for you in a really, really great way. Now, if you're loving what I'm saying, let me know. Give me some hearts if this is resonating with you. If you feel like, wow, I do need to make this decision. I do need to tell my family. And I sat down with Dave. I sat down with the kids. And I told them what I wanted and what I wanted for our family. And I think once they see that you're not going to leave them, or you're not changing, you're just evolving into this person that's going to change the dynamics of the family and the wealth of that family, they start to participate with you. And then the third thing, this is really great, is you get together and you build that dream board. I've got mine right back here. You get together as a family, have a family dream board, and tell the kids, this is why mom is working. She's working because I want to be able to take you to Disney. And that's one of the things what we put down. And we didn't want to have to worry about how much a Coke cost or an ice cream cost. We wanted to be able to fly, not drive. We wanted to stay at the Polynesian. And that's what we did. And, you know, that took money. Money that we didn't have, so we had to create that through that dream and through that work. And so put that down, and then let each individual in the family have their own personal dream board. The kids had a dream wall. I let them have one wall, and the other walls were ours. They couldn't do anything on them, but one wall. Okay, you remember this. You wanted to be a ballerina, a softball player, and you love fashion, so there would be clothes on there, and things you wanted to accomplish, you know, great grades and all of those things. So they got one wall where they could take things on, they could do paintings and put that on there, and that was their dream wall. And it was fun to go in there, you know, like if you're you've got 3 nights of work, or they see you on the phone a lot, and you can go lay down in the bed and look up at that dream wall with them and say, this is why mommy's working. I want to help you be able to play softball. I want to help you be able to do ballet. That we want to be able to buy those costumes for you. And not in a sad way, in a joyful way. We're doing this together. Mom wants your support. And let them get involved. I heard this on the Zoom. This was so smart. One of our moms, she said she really got the kids active in participating in their business, whether it's licking envelopes or putting stickers on things, anything that they feel, if they're old enough, that they are helping build this dream. And I just think that's so smart. I remember Kay would help Dave label his, he was selling mortar, and she would help him label it, and she just felt a part of that, and that was really cool. So let's do that with our family, get them really involved. All right, that was number 3. All right, number 4, commit to X amount of time in your business, and this is just as important as committing to the time with your family. And this is, we call them power hours. They can be power minutes. Some days I only had minutes. But I would put that down. That would be my time that I would really dedicate to my business and work it. And I didn't deviate from that. If one day got away from me, then the next day seemed to get away from me. And then before you know it, a whole week went by and I hadn't done anything. And then the guilt starts to set in. You know, we as moms, we feel guilty when we're working and we feel guilty when we're not working. And we just can't help that. I think we're wired that way, and we just love our families so much. And so I just didn't like those guilt feelings. So I knew that if I had X amount of time that I was going to commit to my business, then all the other time was family. And you think about it, if you're putting power minutes in, and let's say it's 5, 10, 15 minutes in incremental time throughout the day, and then the rest of the time is devoted to your family, then you've had a heck of a day. You've had a really good day. And some days are not going to play out like you want them to. We've got to give ourselves grace over that and know that I'm going to pick this back up. This ball is going to be picked back up tomorrow. I'm going to jump right on it. And I highly recommend you make a list. You know, make a list of the commitments for the family, have that calendar going, and I write everything down still. I now put it in my phone as well, so I'm double checked, get a bing when I need it, because we get carried away in the laundry room. And, you know, when you get carried away in the laundry room, and that's another thing. You know, when we work from home, we'll see something like the laundry and we'll stop doing our power minutes or our power hour, and we go get lost in the laundry room. Nope, that's not on the schedule for that time. That can be taken care of. You know, I love a clean house like everybody else. I love everything caught up on time. And so if you can't afford at this moment, and put that on your dream board, first thing I had down was I wanted somebody that would come in and clean my house. And if that's on your dream board, then I want you to go after that, because those are minutes and hours that can make you a lot of money, and you're paying someone to do something that you may not enjoy anymore, and you can quadruple whatever it costs to get them in your house with those power hours and those power minutes. So, all right, that's number 4, commit. And then number 5, when you work, work. When you play, play. And when you're with family, you're with family. You know, have those moments when you go out with the girlfriends and you just laugh. That's always been so important to me, to be with my girlfriends once a year. We get together. We still do this. We're in our 30th year. 30 plus years that probably number 33 or 33rd year, same girls. We go get away. We laugh till we cry. We eat. We play cards. We just shop. We just have a blast. And that just gets me away, gets my brain clear, and then you come back and you're just ready to go. So have those moments. It could be an overnight sleepover, anything to get you out of the house, get you dreaming with your girlfriends. And then those date nights are so, so important. Make sure you're taking care of each other and have those very important date nights. And hopefully you're doing that at least once a week. And so schedule that in. And then when you're with the kids, be with the kids. If you're always like doing this, click, 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 it drives them crazy. So I remember my kids just looking at me, once we finally got the cell phones. And I realized, I'm with them. This is their time. I need to put it away. I always say just stick it in the freezer, but, we don't really want to do that. You might need to hide it somewhere so you're not listening for that noise. We get addicted to that, by the way, and that's been proven scientifically. So I have to just hide it, get it away, and be with my family. If any of you have ever been around me at a dinner, at anything, you don't see me with my phone. I want to focus on who I'm with and really be there. We might take a quick picture, but that's it. That phone is going down because I want to see your eyes. I want to be around you. I want your energy, and it just makes such a peaceful meal and a great time together. So everybody, those are my 5 tips, and I hope you enjoyed them, and I hope you're having just an amazing month, because this month is just going to be miraculous. A lot of birthdays. My husband's is tomorrow, so happy birthday, Big Daddy. He's getting a puppy, Elvis, and so Elvis will be able to come home on March 23rd, so we can't wait to pick Elvis up and have a new addition. I'm going to have to schedule that in, aren't I? Doggy walks. That's what I'm going to have. Doggy training and all of that's got to go on. So let me put my glasses back on and see who's with us. I love you guys. Jessica, thanks for joining in, and Ashley. 2 Ashleys here. Thank you both so much. Thank you all. Wow, I just love being with you guys. Let's go out and make miracles happen. We can have it all, ladies. Come on. We know we can. We just got to work it in, get it done, and enjoy. And this should all be about fun. It should be fun. This business should not be stressful. Life should not be stressful. It should be fun. And if it's not fun, then you're probably not doing something that you enjoy within your business. So go back to whatever it was that you loved in the beginning. Stay in your gifts. Love what you're doing every single day. And sometimes, if you need to, it's okay. Go hide under the covers. Mwah! I love you all so much, and I'll come back to you next week with a lot more tips on how we can grow our lives and, most importantly, be in love with who we are. You're all worth it. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining in.